Oh, this is so good. We are diving into the fabulous world of Canada's Instagram pets. Lyndall Moody and her insta-famous sidekick, Iggy Joey, are a well-known, iconic duo on the photo-sharing platform.
Yes, little Joey has more than 60,000 followers and is known as a dog supermodel. And according to BuzzFeed, is better fashion sense than most humans, or should we say, humans out there in doggo talk. Lyndall and Joey are here. Welcome to the show. Look at her.
Thanks for having us.
She is dressed like a supermodel today. I understand this is imported velvet that she's sporting.
Yes, this is velvet, and it's a skin-tight one piece.
Oh,
it's amazing to pat.
She looks beautiful.
I love that. Lyndall, let's start with this. How did you get into the Instagram dog world? I know it's quite the world out there. We're going to get into that in a second. But how did you and Joey get into this?
So initially, I got a new dog and was obsessed and didn't want to flood my Instagram feed with photos. So like everyone else, I started my dog on Instagram. But it wasn't until we were coming into winter and I had to get her clothes because, as you can see, she's quite skinny. She was skinnier back then and winter was coming. So I ordered some onesies online and it took 6 weeks to come. So
She looks amazing.
So I had to improvise. So I actually went to Value Village and bought an old oversized sweater and cut the sleeves off and cut 2 holes. And it was very ridiculous. It was bright, and so people started following her. They thought it was funny. And then when the onesies arrived, they're all too big for her. So they were funny. And yeah, she definitely didn't dress as well as she does now.
All right, well, she is living her best life, and you allowed us to tag along with the both of you yesterday to see a little bit of that life in action. Have a look.
The best days for Joey are shoot days because she gets lots of treats. The 3 most important things for taking photos of Iggy Joey is number 1, outfit, number 2, location, and 3, it has to be fun, because what's the point if it isn't fun? From a young age, I realized that Joey will do anything for a treat. It's important that it doesn't feel like work for her. 1, 2, good girl. Iggy Joey does a few different dog model moves. She has a signature look, which is where she faces away from the camera and looks back at the camera. This is really good for modeling dog clothes because brands want to see the back of the outfit. She has a model Zoolander kind of look about her. At the moment, I'm trying to teach her ears because, as you can see, her ears are back right now. But if I have a treat and I go to throw it at her and I say ears, she'll bring her ears forward because, there you go. Joey, do you want a treat? Are you hungry? Ears, look. Often I get sent clothing in the mail from all over the world that they've tailored to fit her. So I'll try and find a location that echoes the classiness of her outfit. I completely disagree with the don't work with animals and children because once you've worked with Iggy Joey, that just doesn't make sense anymore. Look.
Joey, who are you wearing?
She's a proper lady. I love all of those pictures and all of those poses. Fantastic. Now, again, I mentioned this too, and we talked about this at the beginning of the week, that my dog is not quite nearly as Insta-famous as Joey, but Gus is at home and he's watching this morning, apparently.
Hey, Gus.
So there is Gus, and hanging out, and does his poses as well. Talks in his doggo voice, which is, again, a big part of the Instagram dog world. Had no idea about any of this world. I'm sure, Lyndall, you know that any of this existed until you got into it.
No, there's this crazy dog community out there that you just become a part of once you get into the Instagram world.
You've said doggo twice. What is that?
It's like doggo lingo. So like dogs have their own voices and have their own language when you can post and different things like that.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, so for anybody hoping to, reach the fame levels of Gus or of Joey, where do you start?
First step, create an account. Step 2, I think people often rush in and follow a bunch of people, and that's not the way to do it. I think you need to carefully select followers that are going to inspire you or make you laugh and want to create better images.
At what point does this become a job? Like, do you receive payment from it, or does Joey receive any perks for her life as a model?
I like to joke that she's a self-sufficient dog because she pays her half of the rent and she'll
get her own food and treats and toys. So she's a good little roommate.
The best part for me is like when we get messages from other dogs that have been like, hey, Gus inspired me, like my parents to get me. Or like I was having a really bad day and you know what, I saw Gus's post and now you know what, everything is better. Has that been the same for you and do you enjoy getting those?
Yeah, I love getting those kind of messages. I think it's lovely when, you know, there's so much tragedy in the world and politics in the news that just to fill up people's feed with cute dogs is just going to have a positive impact.
I love that right now Joey's like, this is so boring, I'm going to fall asleep.
Well, yeah, she normally sleeps till 11 and she needs her beauty sleep, so.
In true model fashion.
Yeah.
As well. She's awesome. Lyndall, thank you so much for being here. Joey, thank you. Appreciate it.
Joe.
Oh, perked up just a little bit.
She's too beautiful for my dog, Zebby. I feel like, Zebs, I love you, but she's way out of your league.
Not true.
No, not true at all. Come on.